Well, I mean, you just mentioned it. Your music has a really happy feel. You were featured in AP, and one of the things you said in AP magazine is that you've always been a sad person. How does someone with that sort of attitude make such happy music?
I don't know. I mean, I just I just focus on the good things. You know what I mean? Because if I focus on the bad things and write about the bad things and play those things every night, all it's going to do is just keep making me more sad. And I feel like happiness and positivity, has really helped me a whole bunch, and it hasn't really hit me until a couple of months ago that, that's what I need to live my life by, is like love and selflessness, and it's helped me so much playing these happy songs every night, and just literally my only goal is just to make, like, people smile, you know what I mean, and, I just, being a sad person, through my growing up, it helped me realize that that's not what life's about, you know what I mean, and through music, all I want to do is just spread the positivity and not have these kids, this next generation of 14-year-old kids, you know what I mean, like, be sad like I was, you know what I mean, because it was so, because I was always just listening to the saddest music, you know what I mean, growing up, and, whenever I started diving into the happy stuff, like the Beatles and the Beach Boys and stuff, it just enlightened me, and I want those kids to kind of feel that.
Well, you're definitely touching fans, because I always ask for questions for artists on Twitter, and I got a ton of responses for you. You had a lot of people asking. A lot of people asked me if I could ask you to marry them, so I'm gonna put that for now. But
I want to marry everyone. I just want to. I think everyone should be married in the entire world, and everybody be happy.
Exactly. One of the fan questions I had was, if you had the chance to go to more of a mainstream route now, would you?
I mean, if that's where the music takes me, you know what I mean. But I'm not gonna force anything. If I write a song that feels a little more mainstream, feels like a radio single, then maybe we'll push it to radio. If not, then that's okay too. We're not trying to force anything. We're just trying to keep it very natural. And if it hits mainstream, cool. If it doesn't, then then I'm totally okay with that too. And I'm not gonna try to force going mainstream. But if it happens, then it happens.
What do you said that you don't see yourself in music for your whole life. What do you plan to do when you're done with music?
I love to travel, you know what I mean? Maybe go to like the Eastern culture a little bit, I'd love to dive into some philosophy over there and maybe learn a martial art, and I don't know, I think music is a very beautiful thing, and I can see myself playing it, but being in the business and having like a full lifetime career, it's just maybe not something that is healthy, you know what I mean? Because there's so much more to the world than the music business, you know what I mean? And I want to see that, and I want to experience, I don't want to, I want to live this life to the fullest capacity,
I was told by some of your fans on Twitter that you were trying to quit smoking. I was curious how that process was going.
I don't know, not very well. I'm very addicted, but I've been cutting back, and I think that's a good step, because for a while I was smoking like a pack and a half a day, which is just unhealthy for anybody, and I want to live a healthy life, and I want to live a long life because I really want to experience all that I can, so I've been cutting back, but I've been enjoying the pleasure as well, you know what I mean? Because tobacco's a great pleasure, it's a good thing. So I don't know, I've been cutting back, but I don't know if I'm ever gonna fully quit. We'll see. So.
You're 19 and you're on the road right now, all the time. Is that is there any way to like maintain either intimate relationships or just relationships on the road? Like, is that something you even think about on a daily basis? Being able to have date someone or even have that connection.
Honestly, like it's not really something I strive for right now. You know what I mean? Like, I had like a 3-year relationship with this beautiful girl back home for the longest time, and it was a great thing, it helped me grow as a person, like having to keep that relationship and stuff. But I'm to the point now where I kind of want to just soak in the world, I kind of want to meet everyone I can. I want to meet millions of beautiful women, you know what I mean? Because I feel like it's so limiting, you know what I mean? Especially at my age and the situation I'm in, I just want to, I want to meet everybody I can, and love everybody I can, So having a relationship kind of is very limiting because, there's jealousy issues, things like that, but I don't want to be held back by somebody not letting me meet amazing people,
For sure, yeah. I was told one of your fans from South America actually asked me if you had any plans to ever do any touring there, and I was just curious if that was something in your future.
Fuck yeah. I mean, I don't see why not. You know, we don't have it planned on the schedule yet, but I heard it's super beautiful down there, and I'd love to maybe go on like a hike down there while I'm playing or something, and I would love to. And I've gotten a lot of fans down like Brazil and stuff, which is just incredible. You know what I mean? So I'd be stoked to see the culture down there and see, you know, how they take the music and what, you know. I just love to see them smile. You know what I mean? Because that's like completely different culture than anything I've seen. You know?
Yeah, no, totally. I haven't been, but that's what I've heard. The last three questions I had for you actually all came from fans. The first two are kind of abstract. Someone wanted to know what your favorite type of bread is.
Favorite type of bread? I don't know. I like, let me think. I like cinnamon raisin bread a lot. Usually whenever I go to Waffle House, I'll usually get some cinnamon raisin bread, put a little bit of jelly on it, get some coffee and chill. So probably cinnamon raisin.
And if you were a cookie, what type of cookie would you be?
I think I'd be a sugar cookie, just because they're very plain. They're tasty, but they're not overwhelming. You know.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely. I hate those kind of questions. I can never come up with something good.
It's okay.
I was told that you were pushed into a mosh pit in San Francisco. Is that correct?
Yeah. I actually jumped into the crowd and it turned into a mosh pit because the kids didn't catch me and everybody just started falling on each other, and it was just like I don't even know. It's like an ocean of children. Like I literally was just like caught in the current. I couldn't get up, and literally like 4 security guards just had to like pull me out. It was freaking crazy. But that was like a near-death experience kind of shit. You know, I like got up back on stage and like my life was flashing before my eyes, and I don't even know. There's so much adrenaline. It was ridiculous.
Yeah. The last thing I was going to ask you, and I always like to ask an artist this, you know, everyone reads Wikipedia, everyone reads MySpace. What's something about yourself that we can't read online?
I guess my mind, you know what I mean? Nobody's ever going to know what's really going on up here, you know? So, I guess brace yourself for the crazy things that my mind tells me to do in the future.
That is a great answer. That is probably the best I've heard.
Yeah.
Well, Christofer, I appreciate you taking the time. I'll hopefully check you out on the next, on the AP tour, and enjoy your performance in South by Southwest. I got to check that out.
Yeah. Right on, dude. Well, thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure.
No
All right, dude. Take it easy, man.
Bye-bye.
Peace out, dude.